Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Hey, I'm Deputy Green of the Sheriff's Office. Hey, reason I'm stopping is speed limit on the bridge is only 50.
Okay.
You were going 66.
Was I?
Yeah.
Well, I passed somebody. I'm getting in the left lane, speeding, and then passing someone who's not. And then I slowed down.
No. So you were in the right lane. That other car was in the left lane. But when you were on top of the bridge, you were going 66 and a 50.
But I was passing someone.
But there's still a speed limit.
I understand, yeah. But once I passed him, I slowed down. Did I?
Well,
not?
you only slowed down to 63. So, do you have your driver's license, registration, and insurance? You mind just taking that out for me?
I don't know which one's the new one.
Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Do you want me to take it out?
Yeah, I can see it right there. So that expired, I mean, not long. It actually expired yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah, so just make sure you get it renewed. And then do you have your driver's license and insurance? Where are you heading?
Home.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And the insurance should be
Where are you coming from?
my parents' house.
Okay. Where's that at?
14th Street
Okay, cool.
on the island. Is that it? My dad works at the Cog and Honda, so it gives me so
Gotcha.
many papers. Is this? That's it.
Yeah, there's that.
Is that it?
No, that's an expired one. That looks more like an insurance card. This one looks pretty old though. That's definitely old. That's from, expired in 2021. There's this one.
Would it be on the same paper as this one?
No, that's just your registration. So Madison, so obviously you were speeding, right? Going 66.
Yeah.
Okay, you definitely got to slow it down for me.
I was passing someone though, but I apologize.
I know, I get that.
Yeah.
But still, it's a speed limit whether you're passing somebody or not.
I understand.
There's no extra speed limit in, if you're passing
I
somebody.
understand, yeah.
Right. So when I was behind you too, you drifted over that solid outside fog line numerous times, okay, into that bike lane, okay? And then you were drifting over the left and just continuously going back in your lane, bleeding left and right. So one, I want to stop you from the speed. Okay, obviously slow down. Two, make sure you're okay. No, no sort of medical episode, anything like that going on. Okay. All right. So slow down and keep it between the lanes. Why were you driving the way you were? Like drifting over the line and stuff.
I passed one guy because he was on my ass. So going past, it just sped a little, and I didn't think that I was still going 65. I thought I slowed down.
No. I mean drifting over that solid outside line.
I didn't think
Any reason why?
No.
I know he's good, but
no.
You can't. Zach Bryan's the man, but you got to pay attention to the road, all right?
No, I understand. No.
Okay.
I got it. Yeah. And no, I'm not on my phone driving at all. Never.
That's fine. Listen, I just want to make sure you weren't having some sort of medical episode, impaired, anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything to drink tonight?
No.
Cool. All right, Madison.
Yes.
Do you want to come out and just talk to me? I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
Based on you're speeding, crossing over into that shoulder a couple times. Like I said, I just want to make sure you're good to drive. As long as you're good, we'll get you right on out of here.
Should I take my shoes off because they're flip-flops?
Don't worry about that right now. No. You can keep them on for right now. I just want to talk to you. I'm not asking you to do anything right now.
Okay.
No, Madison, you can put them back on. Yeah, I'm not asking you to do anything crazy right now. So like I said, okay, obviously, slow down. I don't know why you were driving the way you were, but you need to make sure your car stays between the lines. Okay? Well, listen, I just want to make sure you're okay to drive.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind if I look at your eyes real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any problems with your eyes?
I don't know.
No glass eye, lazy eye, anything like that?
Maybe lazy eye. I haven't been to the doctor for 5 years. Don't go to the doctor.
Okay. No glass eye though. No blindness in any eye.
No.
Okay. All I want for you to do is just stand just like this with your arms down.
Can I take my shoes off?
If you want. All you're gonna do is just stand here. All right. Place your feet together just like I am here. Arms down by your side. All right. Madison, you see this red light? Okay. All I want for you to do is follow this red light from side to side.
Quick question. Do I have to do this?
So here's the deal. Okay, standardized field sobriety exercises. Whoop, drop that. So they are voluntary.
I understand what it is.
Yeah, they are voluntary exercises. Okay, but
I just know what comes after that.
No,
Okay.
not at all. Okay, these are actually designed, to determine if a subject is impaired or not.
Yeah.
Okay, just by me asking you to do these doesn't mean what comes after that you're thinking.
Okay.
Okay, there's been plenty of people where I check their eyes, okay, and get them on out of here. Well, like I said, you know, one glass of wine is not going to make you impaired, and show things in your eyes that would make me think you are.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make
sense?
Your
birthday was yesterday, so I went to my parents' house to have dinner.
I get it. Okay, so you want to let me look at your eyes real quick?
Sure.
All right. I'll just stand just like this with your arms by your side. All right. And you see this red light? Okay, just follow with your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay?
See, I'm not good at that. Okay.
Just follow it. That's all you have to do.
Your finger?
The red light.
Okay.
Just keep looking right here.
It's hard with the other lights also blinking beside me.
Oh, his pulling in. Here, do me a favor. You can turn around. Face this way.
Yeah.
No, he's stopping another car. It just so happens to be right behind me. All right. So that's completely unrelated. All right. So just put your arms down by your side. There you go. No, you're good. Listen, like I said, I just want to make sure you're okay.
I know. Okay.
One glass of wine isn't going to put you over the edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's annoying.
It's what?
It's just.
I get it, but like I said, I want to make sure you're safe on the road.
Got it.
Not only for other people, but for yourself.
I wouldn't drive if I wasn't safe.
I know, and that's all I'm trying to make sure of.
Got it.
Okay. So just look good.
My eyes are fine.
You're good. Just take a breath, relax. All right.
Is it fine if throw water? Will it mess it up?
No, it's fine. All I'm looking at is movements of your eye. Okay. No, you're good. All right. So just look right here. Just follow with your eyes. Your eyes only. Don't move your head. Okay. Keep following. Nope. Keep following it.
Sure.
Okay. Just don't anticipate where it's going. Okay. One more time. Try not to move your head at all. Okay.
Your light.
What's that?
Bright. They said the light is just a little bright.
I know. That's why I'm trying to keep it out of your eyes as much as I can. Okay. Now I just have to hold it out. Just keep looking. Here. Try not to move your head. Okay. You got to keep looking at my light, okay? So you were looking at first, but then your eye moved off it, okay?
This is hard.
So when I'm tapping it, that means you need to keep looking, okay?
Okay.
Because you're coming off of it, just keep looking at it.
This light right here is also.
The street light?
Yeah.
It's just a yellow street light.
Okay. So when you go that way, directly at, like I'm going like
directly,
this.
yes. It's.
Okay.
I know it's a little far out. All right,
That's
but
what
just keep looking directly at it. I'm not taking it too far, okay?
Okay. I'm looking at it.
There
right
you
now.
go. Keep looking.
Okay. Staring at it. It is moving though. When you. This light is. Yeah. Staring at it.
Daniel, keep looking.
It's hard to stay still in my eyes.
So just make sure you keep looking directly there, okay? Here, I'll try and. Is that a little bit
Am I
better?
not doing it right? Okay.
Well, so you're looking at it, but then your eyes just coming off it just a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So just look right there.
It's not an everyday thing you do.
I get it.
Okay. You're staring at your finger.
I know. I have to hold it.
Okay.
Try not to move your head at all, okay?
Okay. See, I keep looking at your finger down.
No. Look right here.
Okay.
Would it help if I take my finger off the top of the light?
Sure.
All right. Try not to move your head. Keep your head straight, all right? Okay, now I'm going to move it over to the side. Just keep doing the same thing, okay? Okay, now I'm just
Hold
going
it over.
No, you don't have to hold your breath. No, I'm going to move it very slowly, okay? Keep looking right there.
Blinding me.
No, you're good.
It's hard to keep.
Simple. There you go. Keep your eyes open just like that.
I'm that blind.
Keep looking.
You have the flashlight right on me, so it's hard to...
So the edge of the light is right here, okay? So it's...
No, I know, but me doing this back and forth is hurting my eyes.
Oh.
It's a bright-ass light. Here's my friend.
No, you can just try, do a favor and just try not to talk during this. We can talk as much as we want after this.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Okay. Why do we keep doing it?
Because your eyes keep coming off and you keep moving your head. So if you just keep looking, it'll be easier. Keep looking. Alright, one more time. Try not to move your head.
I know. It's kind of hard.
Are you looking at the red light?
Yes. Trying.
Don't move your head, okay? Try not to move your head.
I'm holding my breath.
Don't hold your breath. So what you're doing is you're stressing yourself out.
Yeah.
All right. So what you're doing is your head is slightly moving,
Yeah.
just a little bit, not dramatically, but it's just slightly moving. All right.
And I'm 5 minutes home. It's a light.
I get it.
Okay.
Let's try it one more time, okay?
Okay.
Just do me a favor. So keep your head facing right here, just like that. All right. There you go. Okay. There you go, just like that.
I don't know why I'm holding my breath. It's probably making it worse. I'm staring at the light.
Okay. All right, now I'm just going to move it straight up. Just follow it up, okay? You ready?
Yeah. So don't move my head.
Nope, don't move your head. Just keep looking with your light. Or, sorry, with your eyes.
That's hard. That's hard with the light on me.
All right, one more time.
Okay. Are you going all the way down? Just here?
Nope, just right here.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that mean?
All right, what was your name again?
The traffic stop was legally valid on 2 independent grounds: speeding at 66 inches, a posted 50, and repeated lane deviation. Under Wynn versus United States, 517 U.S., 806, 1,996, any observable traffic violation provides probable cause. No legal challenge survives the initial stop. The subject's explanation that she was passing another vehicle does not create a speed limit exception under Florida law. Issue 1. Informed consent for field sobriety exercises. The horizontal gaze nystagmus is the first of 3 tests in the SFSE standardized field sobriety exercise battery. The officer did not disclose this before beginning. Florida law does not require that disclosure, but the NHTSA student manual recommends it. That omission became the central dispute of the encounter and may create evidentiary challenges at trial. When the officer requested 2 additional exercises after the HGN, the subject believed the terms had changed. This is not a legal violation by the officer. It is a communication failure with direct legal consequences.
Madison.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, baseball, whatever.
Yeah.
So Madison, here's the deal, okay? You said your birthday was yesterday?
Yeah.
How old did you turn?
25.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal, okay? I would like to continue with some standardized field sobriety exercises just to make sure I feel comfortable putting you back in that driver's seat, okay?
Do I have to do that?
Well, so like I said before, okay, the exercises are voluntary.
Yeah.
Okay, they are for, to give me an idea of if there's impairment, if somebody's...
Is that any reasoning, though, to do that?
What do you mean?
There's no reason to do that. I thought I just passed that.
Well, so it's a battery of 3 exercises.
So you didn't say that in the beginning. You said you do this and then you'll be good.
Okay. And at the beginning, you obviously agreed for me to check your eyes. And now I'm asking you to perform the remaining 2 exercises.
And if I say no, what is that?
Okay. So, like I said, they are voluntary. I get it.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
I don't want to be in trouble. I don't want to have. Yeah.
I know. So, like I said, they are voluntary.
Yes.
Okay. But I am requesting the 2 additional ones. Okay. I do have to tell you, if you refuse to perform the remaining exercises, okay, it can be held against you at a later time. And I would have to make a decision based on my observations, currently with you, which is your speeding, your driving pattern, drifting over onto the right shoulder over the outside solid fog line numerous times. Okay, weaving within your lane from left to right, drifting over the middle lane divider numerous times. Okay, so with that in mind, okay, that is why I'm asking you if you're willing to perform these exercises.
I understand. You asked me to do 1 test and I passed it.
Well, so they're not pass or fail. That's why there's 3.
I understand, but you asked me to do 1.
Well, that was the beginning one.
Right. You didn't say there was 3 though.
Okay.
You didn't say there was another.
Right. Well, now I'm requesting the remaining 2.
There shouldn't be another requesting though if I pass the 1.
Well, like I said, it's not pass or fail.
But why am I obligated to do the other ones when I'm fine? It's just a waste of your time.
Like I said, it's a series of 3 exercises.
You didn't say that in the beginning.
I understand.
If it was a 3 exercise, you would have said that in the beginning.
No, ma'am. Okay. It's not just 1. Okay.
Why didn't you say that in the beginning then?
At the beginning, I was just asking to check your eyes.
No, you said, can I do a test?
Okay.
And
So,
you
Madison.
You didn't suggest all
Madison.
the other 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen. Okay. All I'm trying to do is make sure you're okay to drive your car.
I'm more than fine. If
Okay.
you want to follow me home,
No,
that'd be
ma'am.
better.
And that's what I'm trying to make sure of, is that you're okay to drive your car.
More than fine.
Okay, and that's why I'm requesting these exercises. Okay,
Yeah.
There's a very strong odor of alcoholic beverage coming off you. Your eyes are bloodshot water. I get it. You started tearing up a little bit. Okay, but prior to
I've
that,
been crying ever since I got here. Yes.
okay, your eyes were also watery. Okay.
We just watched a movie.
Okay.
I was just with my parents.
I get it.
I left my parents and I'm driving home.
I get it. And I'm
That's
trying
it.
to make sure you're okay to drive.
So
I get it, you're saying
that. One test though didn't tell you I was fine to drive?
Madison, there's 3 exercises.
Jesus. Can I call my attorney?
Not right now.
Or my
okay?
mom, my dad?
Not right now. Okay.
I think I can.
I'm
yeah.
just asking you if you're willing to perform these exercises.
I don't know yet. Can I call my attorney?
Not right now.
I can't call my attorney right now.
No, ma'am,
so,
not right now.
No, I don't want to perform these. Can I call my attorney?
Okay, so you don't want to perform the exercises?
Am I allowed to call my attorney?
Not right now.
Why?
Because I just explained that to you. We're not going to stand on the side of the road, so you can call an attorney. Okay?
I think that's the law to call the attorney.
So refusal to perform the exercises can be held against you
There's
at
no
a
refusal,
later
but
time.
I'm allowed to ask. I'm allowed
Madison,
to ask if I can call the attorney.
Refusal can be held against you at a later time. And I would
You
have to
said
make a
one
decision
test,
based on
though.
observations that I've seen. Okay?
You just said 1 test.
No, ma'am. It's a series of 3 exercises. Do you want to perform those, yes or no?
I'm not allowed to call my attorney.
Madison, do you want to perform those, yes or no?
Am I not allowed to ask my attorney, yes or no?
Not right now. No, ma'am.
I'm not allowed to ask my attorney, yes or no?
So I'm going to take that
Is
as
it
you
on
don't want to
video?
perform the
I
exercises.
didn't answer your question yet.
So then would you like to perform them?
Am I allowed
I just
to
told
call
you no.
my attorney?
I just told you no. I'm in the middle of an investigation. I'm conducting a DUI
I have an
investigation.
attorney, though.
I understand that, but I'm conducting a DUI investigation, and we're in the middle of an investigation.
I don't think
not
I'm
going to
allowed.
stop what I'm doing.
I don't think that I have to do anything, though. You're asking
I just told
me
you
to
they're
do.
voluntary. If you don't want to do them, you don't have to do them. And I explained the consequences by not performing them.
So if I don't do them, then what?
Okay, I would have to make a decision based on my observations that I told you about. Okay, and also, you do have that right, but I explained those consequences.
You explained everything, and I did everything you asked me to.
You didn't, because I'm asking you to perform these next 2 exercises. Are you willing to perform those, yes or no?
Am I allowed to call my attorney?
No, ma'am. So here's the deal, okay? Madison, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before asking any questions.
I'll perform them, sure.
Well, listen.
I already know what you're. If I don't do it, okay. Can I ask a question? If I don't do it, I'm going to jail.
No, not necessarily. I haven't made a decision yet. That's why I'm asking you to perform the exercises.
But if I don't, you're going to take me to jail either way.
Madison.
Yes, sir.
All I'm doing is asking you if you're willing to perform the exercises. I'm going to give you one more chance at it because I don't want to read you something and then you go back and say
I
that.
did the whole test fine, though. Why am I obligated to do that?
Madison.
You didn't say there was 3 tests. I'm sorry, but you did not.
Okay.
You said 1 test
I'm telling
only.
you, there's 3
now
exercises.
You are. After I did the 1 test, You didn't say there was 3 tests beforehand.
Madison.
I didn't hear that. Yes, sir.
Are you willing to perform those exercises? It's a yes or no.
I don't want to say yes and then get taken to jail. Are you serious? I'm literally doing nothing. I literally left my parents.
I get it,
Going home.
but your
Now
driving
I'm
had me
emotional.
concerned, which is why I stopped you. Okay.
I understand, and I understood what you
After
were...
stopping you, I noticed signs of possible impairment, which is why I asked you to step out of the car. Okay. Talking to you, very strong odor alcoholic beverage. Okay. I am requesting these standardized field sobriety exercises. We have 2 remaining. Is that something you'd be willing to do? Yes or no? Yes or no?
If I say no, will I be taken to jail?
I haven't made a decision. Yes or no? Madison.
No.
Okay.
Issue 2. Right to counsel at the roadside. The subject requested an attorney 4 times before formal arrest. Every request was denied. Under McNeil v. Wisconsin, 501 U.S. 171, 1991, the Sixth Amendment does not attach until adversarial proceedings commence. The denials were legally correct. Under Berkemer v. McCarty, 468 U.S. 404 is 1984, roadside questioning during a traffic stop is generally not custodial. But once Miranda was read, the custodial threshold shifted. The right to counsel became immediately operative at that moment. The officer never explained this distinction to the subject. A brief, accurate explanation would have de-escalated the encounter without altering a single legal outcome. Issue 3. Field sobriety, refusal, and probable cause. Under Pennsylvania v. Muniz, 496 U. S. 582, 1990, field sobriety exercises are physical demonstrations, not testimonial evidence. The Fifth Amendment does not apply. Refusal is admissible in court as evidence of consciousness of guilt. The officer correctly advised the subject of this consequence. The subject acknowledged the right and still declined. The officer's observations, alcohol odor, bloodshot eyes, lane deviation, and the subject's own admission of consumption independently established probable cause under Florida statute 316.193 with or without the field sobriety exercises. Issue 4. The second breath test refusal. Under Florida statute 316.1932, a first refusal results in a 1-year license suspension. A second refusal is a standalone first-degree misdemeanor. That misdemeanor carries up to 1 year in jail and exists entirely independent of any DUI conviction. The charge stands whether or not the DUI is ever prosecuted. The subject confirmed a prior breath test refusal on record. That single fact transformed what would have been a civil suspension into a criminal misdemeanor charge before the DUI case even begins. Combined with active probation and a prior DUI reduced to reckless driving, this one traffic stop produced 3 separate legal exposures: the DUI charge, the second refusal misdemeanor, and a potential probation violation proceeding. Issue 5. Post-Miranda voluntary disclosures. After Miranda rights were read, the subject disclosed nightly marijuana edible use, last consumed the prior evening. Florida statute 316.193 covers impairment from any substance, including lawfully obtained medical marijuana. Legal possession does not eliminate impairment liability behind the wheel. Post-Miranda voluntary statements are fully admissible. This disclosure introduces a second independent theory of impairment the defense will need to address separately from the alcohol evidence.
So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before he asks you any questions and to have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Okay? Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Madison, with those rights in mind, are you willing to answer some questions for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When's the last time you slept?
Last night,
Okay.
I slept at my parents' house
Okay.
for my birthday.
Okay.
We had dinner there, and I didn't leave because I was drinking. Stayed the night.
Gotcha. So you slept last night about how many hours?
8 hours, 9 hours.
Okay.
9 hours.
And when's the last time you did any sort of food?
An hour and a half, hour ago.
Okay. So without looking at a watch, what time do you think?
45 minutes ago. So I don't know what time it is now, but we just had dinner.
Okay. What'd you eat?
We had pasta, steak, and vegetables.
Okay.
And I made dinner.
Oh, nice. All right. Without looking at a watch, what time do you think it is right now?
Oh gosh. Not around 9.
9?
Around 9. Not 9, around 9.
Okay. Any alcoholic beverages while you're watching the movie? No wine or anything?
No.
Okay.
My dad drinks his bourbon, and I don't like dark, so me and my mom were just sitting there.
Not drinking wine?
No, not
Gotcha.
at all.
Okay. And do you take any medications?
No.
Okay. No prescription medications?
No.
Any medicinal marijuana?
I have my medical card.
Okay. All right. When's the last time you used your medical marijuana?
Use my card?
Your medical marijuana?
I don't know, maybe a month ago, less than a month ago. Last time I went there?
No. When's the last time you used marijuana? Smoked marijuana?
Oh,
Eat
last night.
edibles?
Every night.
Okay, every night.
I use it to go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you smoke? Flour?
Just to sleep.
Flour, edibles, dabs?
It depends. Usually edibles, half an edible, just put me to sleep. Sometimes a little bit of flour.
Okay.
Just depends.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And the last time you had that was last night?
Last night. Every
Okay.
night.
Last night?
A little before bed.
Okay.
Every night.
Cool. And do you currently feel buzzed?
No, not at all. I'm exhausted.
Okay. Do you feel drunk?
Not at all.
Okay. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being completely sober, 10 heavily intoxicated, throwing up in a toilet, where would you be on that scale?
0 to it? So 0
So 0 being
nothing.
completely sober, 10 heavily intoxicated or impaired,
2.
throwing up in a scale.
2.
Or throwing up in a toilet.
2.
Okay.
1.
2.
1.
Okay. So it's safe to say you feel some of the effects of alcohol?
1. No, nothing. I mean,
I got you. So, do you have kids? You're young, but do you have
No.
kids?
No.
Okay. So, in your current condition, would you feel comfortable driving with?
absolutely. I wouldn't go behind the wheel if I wasn't. And I know that my license says otherwise, but someone else is driving.
I didn't even
Whole
look
nother
up your
story.
history or anything.
That's a whole other story, yeah. So, no, I would not go behind the wheel if I wasn't okay. No, sir.
Okay. So, you would feel comfortable driving tonight with your children
I
or
wouldn't
somebody
drive
else's
if
children?
I wasn't, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Madison, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Madison, do me a favor.
Are you serious?
Just relax.
You're,
I'm being cool and I'm putting these up front. Okay. If
No,
not,
you're
they're
not.
gonna go in the back.
okay, so you're taking me to jail. For what?
Stop.
Oh my God, this is. Are you serious? You're taking me to jail.
Hang on.
Explain in a second.
Oh my God. I have an attorney.
Okay, that's fine.
What the fuck did I do?
I'm gonna explain. You've got very small wrist, okay?
I know.
Do not try, and these things are as far as they'll go. All right. Here's the deal. Okay,
I didn't do anything.
hang on. Listen to me,
Yes, sir.
Madison.
I've listened to you the whole time.
Madison, listen
Yes.
to me. Okay.
Yes, sir. I knew you were gonna do that.
So Madison,
I knew it.
listen to me. Okay, this is very important. Stop. Come here. DUI 3 sounds.
Take
Go lean against the front of my car with your back. Are you showing Madison as the owner of this vehicle?
I can't speak to an attorney?
Not right now. You do have the right to speak to an attorney,
Okay,
but not
when?
this second.
Okay, when? Because I asked you before the
Step
sobriety.
Well, reclass this to a signal 1, 1015 adult female. Statement offense, I'll get it from the screen. If Madison's the RO, she's the 1015. Okay, so here's the deal. Madison, okay. I am requesting, you are being placed on notice for DUI. You're going to be taken to St. Johns County Jail tonight. Okay, you'll be able to bond out tomorrow. Okay? Alright, listen to
I did
me.
everything you needed to do.
Listen to me.
I did everything.
Madison, this part is very important, so I need you to
I
listen.
don't care what.
Well,
I really
it's
don't.
important, so I do need you to listen.
When can I speak to my attorney?
When you get
When can I speak to my
When you
attorney?
get to the St.
In
Johns
my
County Jail.
parents.
When you get to the St. Johns County Jail. But listen to me, this part's important. You are being placed on
My
notice for...
cat has to eat.
Madison,
Yes.
stop for a second. You're being arrested for DUI. I am requesting you submit to a lawful breath sample to determine your breath alcohol content. Is that something you'd be willing to do for me?
No, sir.
Okay, I do have to read you what's called implied consent.
Okay.
Alright?
You said that I'd be fine. You just read my. Are you kidding me?
I said I want to make sure you aren't
But what
impaired.
did I do wrong? I did the right. I did the light fine.
All right.
I did the light just
Madison,
fine. What did I
listen
do
to
with
me.
the light?
I'm
No,
gonna
do
read
you
you
have that
implied
on video?
consent. Yes.
Do you have that on video?
Yes.
So what did I do wrong with the light? Did
Listen
I
to me.
fail it or did I
need to
pass
read you
it?
something. Okay? It's very long. I need you to listen to me.
My life's over. Thank you for ruining my life.
Listen to me.
Thank you for ruining my life.
If
My
you
birthday
refuse
was
to take the test
25
I have requested of
yesterday.
you, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal, or 18 months if your driving privilege has been previously suspended or previously fined under 327.35215 for refusing to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood. Additionally, if you refuse to take the test I have requested of you, your driving privilege has been...
You know I have a DUI already on my record,
but
right?
you don't
Someone
have
else is driving. It doesn't matter. It's still on there. Now you just ruined my life.
Listen to me. But do you have a prior refusal?
Grades. Deputy J. Green receives a B-. The stop, probable cause, arrest procedure, and implied consent advisement were all legally sound. The grade drops for one reason, not disclosing the 3-exercise battery before the first test. 10 seconds of instruction would have prevented the escalation that defined this encounter. Madison receives a B. Above average legal awareness under significant stress. Full physical compliance during the arrest. She correctly identified her right to decline the exercises. The grade does not reach higher because, given her prior refusal, prior DUI, and active probation, refusing the remaining exercises was the highest risk option available to her. Lessons. For drivers, field sobriety exercises are voluntary, but refusal is not free. In Florida, a second breath test refusal is a criminal misdemeanor, independent of whether you are ever convicted of DUI. If you have a prior refusal on record, that history converts a civil penalty into a criminal charge the moment you decline again. Know your record before you make that decision at the roadside. For officers, the NHTSA battery is 3 exercises, stating that before starting the first test takes 10 seconds, and prevents the exact dispute documented in this footage. When denying an attorney request at the roadside, a brief explanation that the Sixth Amendment attaches at formal proceedings, not during a field investigation, informs the subject without altering the legal outcome. For everyone, once Miranda rights are read, everything said is evidence. Voluntary disclosures made under emotional distress carry the same legal weight as any deliberate statement. The right to remain silent exists precisely for moments like this. Invoking it is not an admission of guilt. It is a constitutional protection available to every person in custody. Case outcome at the time of this analysis is unknown. Based on Florida law and documented observations, the subject faces DUI under Florida Statute 316.193, a second refusal misdemeanor under Florida Statute 316.1932, and a potential probation violation, all from one traffic stop. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.
Yeah.
Did you refuse to provide a breath sample?
Yeah, because I wasn't driving.
Okay, well then you need to listen to me. Additionally, if you refuse to take the test I requested of you, and if you're driving, just take a breath, has been previously suspended or previously fined under 327...
Can I sit down?
Hang on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds to finish reading this, okay? Or previously fined under 327.35215 for refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you'll be committing a misdemeanor in addition to any other penalties which can be imposed by law. Refusing to submit to testing is admissible as evidence in any criminal proceeding. If you are a CDL holder or were driving a CMV, which you're not, but I have to read it, your refusal to submit to testing will result in the loss of your commercial driving privilege for a period of 1 year from today. If this is your second refusal, you'll be permanently disqualified from holding a commercial driver's license or operating a CMV.
Forever.
A commercial driver's license. No, not forever. That's commercial driver's license. Do you plan on having a commercial driver's license and driving trucks and stuff? That's what that is. Okay?
I know that you're in my life, and I know that I did the test you asked me to, excuse my French, but
Madison.
I did nothing wrong.
So
I'm sorry,
with your implied, consent in
though.
mind, would you be willing to provide a lawful breath sample?
No.
Okay.
I'm already going to jail, right?
Yes, you're being arrested, okay? Let's walk back here. Do you have anything illegal on you?
No.
Any weed? Nothing? Guns, knives, nothing?
Why would you do that,
Okay.
sweetie? Thanks for ruining my life. What's your name again?
Deputy Green.
What's Green what?
Green.
Jay?
Yes,
What's your
ma'am.
first name?
Have a seat.
Jay Green. When can I call my attorney?
When you get to the St. Johns County Jail, okay?
You positive right when I get there?
Once they book you in, yes ma'am. Okay?
Once they book me?
Yes ma'am. Do me a favor, lean back a little bit.
You know you ruined my life, right? I had
Madison.
the DUI already, but I wasn't driving.
Okay.
But it's on my record.
Okay,
as in reckless driving.
Lean back.
I did everything you wanted me to do. you do that for, honey? Can I at least take these off?
No, ma'am.
No.
You can leave them on, okay? I was being.
No, you weren't. You didn't do anything.
Okay.
What? You said do one test, and I did one test. I was being completely respectful to you, and I did everything you asked for. I don't know what you're. What? You said one test, and there was 3. I knew it was gonna happen. You guys just. But I'm not the right person to do that to. I wasn't doing anything.
I just think you should have been driving tonight.
I wasn't doing. That's not true. I passed somebody because they were f***ing speeding, and I let you know that. Excuse my French. But I let you know that. And I didn't think I was going 65 afterwards. But I let you know that again.
DUI 3 sounds.
Oh, you ruined my life. 2 DUIs? What is that going to do to me? 2 DUIs.
You need to stop driving after
I
you've been
wasn't
drinking.
driving the first time. I was not driving the first time. I still got a DUI.
Then how'd you
I
get a
tried to fight it.
How'd you get a DUI?
Because we were at the apartment, we switched seats. Whoever's in the driver's seat gets a DUI.
Why would you switch seats?
Because I had to unlock the gate with my fob. I wasn't driving the whole time. I asked him to drive because I don't drive drunk. I don't drive with any alcohol ever.
But you were caught in the driver's seat
one
that
glass
night?
of wine? Yes, because I switched seats.
Why would you switch seats for
To open the gate, I was already in my
You couldn't
apartment.
hand him the fob?
I tried. I couldn't find the key, and so I was looking for the key all over. He was in the driver's seat, so I got out, said, let me open the gate. Walked around and switched seats, opened the gate, still in park, and they're right behind me, still in park. Didn't even move, and they didn't believe me.
Madison, are you still on probation?
Yes, till November, December, 6 months probation, and it got dropped down to reckless driving.